when you go somewhere in the business, we put them on every night for a month, so that when they start becoming a success, they think they owe me shit. Living more indentured servitude than anything else. And this young lady is just a great example. She will be opening every show here for a month, and that just makes my life so much brighter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's a big hand and welcome Ms. Jennifer Myszkowski.
My name is Jennifer Myszkowski. My mother named me Jennifer because that was the law in 1975. Don't pity me, she mixed it up a little bit. My middle name is Anne. Thanks, Mom. Whenever anybody hears my last name, Myszkowski, they always say, Myszkowski, is that Polish? And I always say no. When my great-grandfather was coming over from Ireland, he changed it from O. Myszkowski, so as to avoid the immigrant stigma. That's the ticket. So, I'm in a relationship with a nerd. And it's fine because I'm also a nerd. I'm the kind of nerd that if we go to a restaurant and I see an error in the menu, I'm going to shout about it. I'm not going to take out a marker and fix it. I'm not there yet. I'm going to shout. He's the kind of nerd where if he hasn't been able to sleep, I know it because when I wake up in the morning, there's a list on the night table of prime numbers. He doesn't count sheep. He counts prime numbers. The other night, I couldn't sleep, and really sweetly, he turned to me and said, I'll count prime numbers with you. And I was like, all right. So we started like, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, whatever, back and forth, each taking a turn. And the difference between he and I is that he knows them all in his head, and I have to do the math for each one. So it's taking me considerably longer, and indeed it is waking me up, because I have to do math. So we're like somewhere in the 200s now, and I offer out a number, and his response was, actually, that's divisible by 17. Oh, well, pardon me, I didn't realize. Good night, sir, good night. So, I recently named my lady parts the economy, and Scott named his man parts, or actually I named Scott's man parts, economic stimulus package. The economy is like up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Imagine our fun. Got the romance. But we've been together about 3 years, like I said, and I can say with some amount of surety that he is a real machine in bed. A chainsaw, because he snores all fucking night long. I've got to wear the earplugs now and everything, and I've nicknamed him Husqvarna. See, that was funny for like one guy, because he is familiar with brands of chainsaw. Maybe you just want to tuck that one away for the next time you hear a joke about a chainsaw. You can laugh at it immediately instead of in this sort of delayed reaction kind of thing. So my grandpa just died the day after Christmas. Yeah, it's a real downer. And I was surprised by how sad I was about it. It really took me by surprise. And I don't know how to describe him to people who haven't met him in a way that like really kind of shows who he really was. I mean, do you know somebody with a disability that so overcompensates for their disability that you hardly even notice they have it anymore? My grandfather had no legs. But he was such an incredible, incredible asshole. Nobody even noticed. He had no legs, and he had gone blind, complications of diabetes. He had congestive heart failure, he had renal failure, and chronic pneumonia. He was missing a pinky. But until the day after Christmas, he was still alive and kicking. But now with his legs. Because he didn't have any. But he was 88 when he he died. You know, he had a long run. So, I read a lot of self-help books. I read a self-help book recently that said if you're overweight and you never mention it, no one will notice. So until I mentioned it now, is there anybody who didn't notice? I'm carting around a bit of a fat ass here. Anybody? So I was on Weight Watchers for a really long time. I lost 80 pounds. Oh yeah, thank you for your kind support. I then subsequently gained 100. But it doesn't make me bad. It makes me a yo-yo dieter, alternately fat and thin on various occasions. But I'll tell you guys something. I feel like we're all friends here. I would give my eye teeth to be naturally thin. I would. And then I would go to the dentist and I would get fake eye teeth. Put them right there so that nobody would notice. When I was on Weight Watchers, my Weight Watcher leader used to say to me, Jennifer, when you get done with your points for the day, just go to bed. Hi, hey, yeah, listen, I can't come into work today. I had a really big breakfast. I have to go back to bed now. One of the glorious things about being a fat lady is that I've developed a painful foot condition called plantar fasciitis. I would describe it to you, but I don't have the time. The point here is that it's painful. People who get it are runners or fat ladies. And I've had to see a number of specialists. I saw a podiatrist, and he pulled me aside and said, Jennifer, you're overweight. And I was like, what? Because I hadn't told him. How did he know? But I have to wear orthotics in my shoes now. They're like a foot support so that you don't keep injuring your foot over and over again. And they kind of wiggle around in my shoes as I walk, which makes a sound sort of like flatulence. And so I am a fat lady who sounds like she's farting with every step. I am living the dream. But I'm fat. I call myself fat. I don't call myself a bigger girl. I don't call myself pleasantly plump. And for the love of Christ, I do not call myself big boned. I call myself fat. But if you call me fat, I'll kick your fucking ass.